We have exclusive new information on a story Western Mass News has been following out of Springfield. Tenants in the Saab Court Apartments say their elevators in their building failed this past weekend, trapping tenants inside. This is the second time in recent months.
This comes as the governor's office is responding to reports that indeed thousands of elevators in Massachusetts have not been inspected on time. Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo joins us live from our MGM studio with the latest on that story. Audrey?
Dave and Beth, according to the state's website, all elevators in Massachusetts, except for those in single-family homes, need to be inspected every year or every other year. Now, responding to reports that there's a backlog of overdue inspections, the governor's office is saying that they are working on a plan to fix it. However, those in the Saab Court Apartments are wondering how many more times they'll have to be trapped in their own homes before those fixes are implemented.
Scared. Very scared.
George Cooley says he's only been living at the Saab Court Apartments for a year and a half. What most people might consider a rare experience has happened to Cooley twice in that time frame.
I've already been stuck in one for an hour and a half and, briefly stuck in one the other day. I've about had enough. Most of us are in wheelchairs.
This is not our first time doing this.
Willie Green wasn't trapped in the elevator over the weekend, but he couldn't go downstairs to pick up the medicine that had been delivered to him.
They had to leave it downstairs, which I didn't get it until yesterday.
Western Mass News noticed riding up in the elevator that the inspection certificate is expired. In fact, it expired more than a month ago.
Elevators are an essential piece of infrastructure.
Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito spoke with Western Mass News, saying the amount of new construction and new elevators being built across the Commonwealth is tying up the state inspectors' availability.
And at the same time, they need to balance the needs of regularly inspecting existing infrastructure. Obviously, property owners also have responsibility to maintain elevators on a regular basis, but this inspection process is critical.
According to a report from our Boston sister station WBZ, there are more than 40,000 elevators in the state of Massachusetts, a figure that towers over the number of inspectors in the state, something Polito says she wants to fix.
We have over 68 inspectors. We hired more this past year, and we're in the process of hiring even more inspectors to address not only the backlog, but the new work coming in.
This is uncalled for.
In the meantime, those who have no other option want the state to know how critical it is to make sure every elevator is safe to use.
Somebody need to hear the cry of not just older people, but anybody that need help. We need help now.
As far as the elevators in the Saab Court Apartments, we've reached out to the Springfield Housing Authority for a comment on the expired license we found today. We're still awaiting their response. Reporting live in Springfield, Audrey Russo for Western Mass News.